are very weird and different, and I never want to date a man again. So somebody from my past had reached out to me and told me that he wanted to try again. He wanted to take me out on a date and see where things go. So I said okay, and I agreed to go because I'm not dating anybody, so why not? So he plans this date, and then we end up not going because something comes up on his end. He plans 2 more dates after that, and those 2 dates we still did not go because of him. So after the third time, I was just like, we're not going on a date. Like, we're not doing any of that. You don't even have to worry about me because you're not about to keep playing with my time. So we stopped talking, and then like 2 weeks later, he hits me up and we start talking again as friends, just cordial. So we're talking as friends and everything's okay. And then randomly one day he calls me, and as soon as he answers, his first words were, "Man, how much for that shit?" So I'm just like, how much for what? This man was like, you know what I'm talking about.
This one here is a bit funny. You guys are gonna have to let me know down below what you think about this one. It sounds like the guy probably heard something about her. I don't know if he was interested initially in the beginning, and maybe maybe he got wind of some information that she moved a certain way. And then I don't know why she's trying to make this sound so crazy or weird, because this is what goes on social media. I'm sure she's been outside. She see what's going on. And we all have heard the stories of social media women selling their bodies. It happens all day, every day, and every night.
Excuse me? So I'm like, I know you're not talking about sex. And he's just like, yeah, name your price. How much? And I'm just so appalled. Like, it literally had to sound like crickets on the phone because I just got silent. Like, I'm just thinking to myself, is he serious?
It is funny how women try to shame men for just cutting to the chase. Women say they want men to be honest.
So I'm like, you gotta be joking. There's no way that you asking me something like that. So he's like, nah, I'm not joking. I can help you if you help me. So just name your price. So I'm like, that's disgusting. Like, that's very weird of you to ever call my phone and ask me something like that. But yeah, that same day he got blocked because I don't even play like that. Like, never. I'll never play like that.
And you see the way she's talking, she got a sweet little voice, but that's really one of the red flags for me, that when women talk like this, they're not being 100% truthful. We're pretty sure that there's another side to this story, but she's only going to give us the version of it that makes her look like a victim. I saw a couple of ladies in her comments talking about they would have gave him a price. What's the problem?
Was $10,000 the most amount of money you've been offered for some sort of booking that you turned down, or has it been more previously before?
10,000 may have been like the most. Yeah. I've seen a couple for 2,500. I've seen someone ask me for a date for 1,500. I've had someone ask me for a date. They will pay for me my hotel accommodation for me and my friends, whatever we need, we'll go shopping. I've had a lot of propositions in my DM, a lot of propositions. And if I understand, like, in my opinion, like, there's a lot of prostitution on Instagram, and I've seen it and I understand it.
Let me ask you this: what's the most you ever paid for?
Like 12 racks. 12, no doubt. It was a celebrity. I can get with a girl. I could take her shopping. I could buy her bags. She wants shoes. She want this. She want that. I'm going to spend that anyway. I get the straight cash. Keep your boyfriend. I get what I want.
No wonder there are so many IG and OF models running around thinking men are walking ATMs. Even if you can spend $12,000 on a night of intimacy, that doesn't make it reasonable. He also said he didn't mind sleeping with another man's wife, something that's very risky and something I also do not advise. Bandman Kevo seems to have a good amount of money, seems to have a good amount of status, so he isn't lazy on paper, but when it comes to women, he might have a lack of ambition, so this is easier for him. Why get a Kevin Samuels tattoo when you know he would never, ever approve of this kind of buffoonery?
So I did notice this video here where she's talking about there is a recession going on and she's lacking for funds for certain things in her life. I think that probably tipped the old boy off that, hey, she may be willing to do some strange things for some change. So yeah, that was probably one of the reasons why he so-called tried you like that, lady. And the second red flag I saw on her page was a video that she did where she discussed the fact that she went on a first date with a gentleman and they had unprotected sex on the first date.
Story time on how I was a side bitch for almost 2 years and did not know. So I met this boy on Instagram. We went on a date. After the date, we raw ever since then. Like, we would all the time. Like, that was my man, my man, my man. Now, it would be weird because every time he would spend a night, he would leave at 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning. But he used to, always tell me that he just got to make his money. Like, he's not lazy. And me being the trusting, loving female I am, I'm like, okay, yeah, get your money. I started to get a little, like, speculation when I would start calling him at night. He wouldn't answer, or every time I would call him, he'll be in the car every single time. He was never in the house. And I'm like, where do you live? Like, I want to talk to you when you're comfortable. Another red flag, I did not know where he lived. Like,
Man, these ladies kill me. This just goes to show that men like Chad and Tyrone's, they can pretty much come in and do what they want. These women don't know nothing about who these men are. He can be a complete stranger off the streets. And now, being Chad or Tyrone, he's in her bed and in her head.
he never told me where he lived. He never took me to where he lived. I knew nothing about where he lived. And I knew it was fishy. So we started arguing a lot because of that. Because I was just like, something's not right. Like, why do I not know where you live? He assured me that I haven't been to his house because he lives with, like, his peoples or whatever. So I was like, okay, I get it. I live by myself. It's easier. That's fine. Mind you, this man was doing everything right. Like, he took me to Miami for my birthday. He always bought me roses. He always did little things for me, edible arrangements. Like, it was so much cute stuff. And I was just like, damn, I'm really fucking with him. Like, I really fuck with him. I really was like, that was my man. You get what I'm saying? This man was not my man. I did some digging and I found out that he had a baby mama. I found out that he lives with his baby mama. I found out that, I just found out a whole bunch of shit. So me being me, I confronted him about it. Of course, he lied about it. So when I wanted to...
That's another reason that she failed to realize why this man approached her like that. She is obviously sexually irresponsible. She, but you see how it works, fellas? When a man asks a woman how much for the box, it's weird. But when they sell it on their OnlyFans page, it's empowering. But do you guys see how women can just come out of the blue, make a guy seems like he's so weird and so, disrespectful. So of course a guy's gonna think that you're just like some other women that's online, using their social media page to market themselves. Let's say it sounds like she just wanted a free dinner meal too. Like she want this guy to really dine her or something. It sounds like the man has more to offer you than food. She can actually walk away with something monetary. And I gotta commend my dude for not wasting his time. It looks like she just wanted this guy to take her out to get a bite to eat at some restaurant. So good for him. And a fair exchange is not a robbery. But that's all I got in this video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button on your way out. Like the video, drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think about this one. And don't forget to follow me on my other channels at Datingwright Clips and Ronin Passport. Thank you guys for watching to the end. I'll see you in the next video.